Hello, and thank you for joining us here at Real Estate After Death. I am so grateful to be here with my incredible real estate lawyer. We will be discussing everything you should know regarding wills and probate and executors and everything in between. This topic is one of which it doesn't really get discussed until you need it. So why wait until then? We are taking the liberty to talk about this not so sexy topic, but one that is so important to know. So, first and foremost, let me introduce you to my lawyer. Raluca, who are you and what do you do?
Hi, Chaunyce. Thank you for having me on. My name is Raluca Soika, and I'm a wills and estates and real estate lawyer in the Greater Toronto area.
Incredible. Today, we are going to be talking about what is an estate.
An estate is the total sum of someone's assets minus their liabilities. And it could be also minus anything that any property or accounts they own jointly with another person that bypass the estate, or any accounts that have a beneficiary. For example, registered accounts or any type of life insurance or pension where there's a beneficiary named, that bypasses the estate as well.
Can you expand on that? If something has a beneficiary, it's not included in your estate?
Yeah.
Really? Why? Oh, because it's already assigned to someone, sort of thing.
Yes. Yeah, because there's a beneficiary already named in the insurance document. And so that person gets the benefit much faster, quicker. There's no estate administration tax payable because the benefit doesn't flow through the estate. So it flows outside of the estate. So that's not part of the estate.
So is an estate kind of like something that needs to be assessed? And the
Yes.
reason
Yeah.
the reason I
Yeah.
ask it like that is because,
Yeah.
okay, so if we're gonna say, oh, it's only the things that don't already have a beneficiary sort of deal. So it's the things that aren't already directly linked to someone.
Yeah.
That, yeah?
I think that's a good way to think about it. So anything that doesn't have a joint owner, for example, property that's not jointly owned, or accounts that are not jointly owned, or
Hmm.
accounts that anywhere where you have a beneficiary, all of that flows outside of the estate. And then whatever's left over is the assets minus the person's liabilities. And then bottom line, that forms the estate, that forms the assets that will then be distributed in the will.
Okay, so then if someone dies, like let's say two people are sharing an account and one of them passes away, does that mean automatically the second person gets it?
Most of the time, yes. So
Okay.
it's very common between spouses, for example. If one of the spouses passes away and they have a joint account, the other spouse is automatically theirs. The account is theirs. However, there's some exceptions. For example, if a parent and an adult child are on an account, the presumption is that the child was just there to help the parent administer the account, and it's held in trust by the child for the estate of the parent. So unless the parent makes it clear that they mean those money to go to the child, then they revert back to the estate. But that's an exception, and that's why going to a lawyer to discuss estate planning is a good idea, because it will pinpoint things like this
Got
that are
it.
not straightforward. Yeah.
Right. So then also in that case, if there's a couple or two people that are joint on an account, just or a house, let's keep it easy, and one person dies, but the person that dies has a beneficiary, it won't automatically, okay, we're going to go into ownership then and titles. Okay, so I'll finish the question. It won't automatically go to the second person, it will go to the beneficiary. Is that correct?
Yes. Yeah. So it won't automatically flow through the will unless there's some exceptions, of course, but a property owned in joint tenancy with another person should most of the time be inherited by right of survivorship by the person who's on title.
Okay.
There's of course exceptions, but that's the general rule of thumb, and it will not go to the beneficiaries in the will. They may be different or it may be the same person, who knows? But
Okay.
that's how it is. Yeah.
Thank you so much for your expertise and your
You're welcome.
knowledge. Um, Friends, if you have any questions, always reach out to Raluca directly. For now, please like, comment, and share, and we'll see you next week for another topic. Thank you.
Thank you.